arrived in Namibia, took a quick picture in front of the sign, and we already feel the UVs of a desert. It is so hot right here. It's crazy. So we just are almost into Namibia, and that was a bit longer of a border crossing experience because they asked so many details like the VIN number on the car, the kilometers of entry, and then there's a spot to put the exit kilometer amount, and the port of entry, the exit point, how many days, where you're staying, emergency contacts, blah, 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 your profession, like all those kind of details. So you had to write it all out for every single person, and then you pay a fee to drive on the roads, which is about 30 Canadian, so about maybe 25 bucks US. And then they give you a slip that you have to show at all police stops, so that means they must have different stops along the way. We shall see. So the other strange thing is, like, when I was paying, I paid on a debit card, put my PIN in, and then she had me on the back of the receipt enter my passport number on the receipt, my name, and sign it, which is very weird. I've never had that before either. So first stop, getting a SIM card here at the gas station, like we usually do. So most times you go into a country, you can just quickly stop, get a new SIM card, and be connected. Although I think we're going to look into, like, there's companies like T-Mobile that you can get an unlimited, like, worldwide connection. So we might do that as well. Rocky, it's all sandy like this. The road was like all like this. Right now in Ais Ais, which is fire hot springs. This is their pool area, and we're gonna go check the rates and see if we can stay the night. Just going to check into our rooms here. Down below there's hot pools, and there's an outside thermal bath. In the morning we might get some massages before we hit the long road of 8 hours in the car. But here we are, just checking into rooms. It's very warm in here because of all the hot water. Look at the sky right now. It's got this like pink tone to it. So the last few days in Cape Town were pretty much non-stop. We were waking up in the morning and then going out and sightseeing pretty much all day long. And then because of availabilities in different hotels and such, we were moving in and out of places. So it wasn't like this like relaxing time. It was like sightseeing, and basically I think we should have stayed, I don't know, a few weeks to like see what we saw. So we did squeeze a lot in, which made it just crazy busy and a little bit exhausting. And this is making up for it all. So where we're staying here, let's see, check out this view. So I'm waking up and I see these like beautiful rocks. I'm enjoying a nice coffee on the patio. And we're about to go hit the hot springs and the hot pool and just enjoy a nice massage. And just really just have a relaxing day. We slept in to like 20 to 9 this morning, which is crazy. We slept so good. I think we were all just really needing a sleep. And we're just going to chill, relax, because tomorrow we're going to hit the road again, and we're going to go see the big canyon that's here, and then hit the road to go towards Windhoek. So it's about an 8-hour drive to go all the way to Windhoek. So we're going to go part way, stop, and then continue on so that we don't have to do the full 8 hours in one stretch, because it is a lot.
So right now we're headed to the thermal baths and I'm all ready to go.
You got water, a book.
Goggles if I need.
All right, let's show everyone what this place looks like. You want to be the tour guide this morning, Angelique?
I can.
Maybe? Okay, let's go.
This is the starting of the tour. So this is the camp kind of spot where people can set up the tents, right?
Yeah, so they have all this camping area, and a lot of people come with 4x4s that have the tents on top of them. I'm going to find one to show you. And so they have all these camp areas.
And they have
Yeah, so we stayed in this like hotel section, and it looks to be like it's maybe off season right now, which always works out better for us because then there's less people and better rates. But last night there was like a whole bunch of tour buses. They had the coolest bus. It was like I've never seen one before. It was like a 4x4 bus. So the bus was up high, and the people were sitting up high in the bus, I think, so that way they can see everything. But you can see already right now the formation of the rocks. That kind of looks like a canyon style rock all around us. Okay girls, can you show me to the pool please? Okay.
So right over there, that's the reception.
Over in the distance is the reception.
And what's convenient is there's a gas station right there.
And why is that convenient?
Because you're in the middle of the desert and you got
Yeah,
gas.
we just drove through a desert to get here. So in case there's like no gas stations, you can drive for, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes without seeing a car. So it is a good idea to have a gas station here just in case, right?
Yeah.
And it's huge. This place is massive. You see all this? These are all campsites that are all available. And let's see if we can find one of those Jeeps that has the tents on top.
They also have barbecue spots where you can go and grill.
Oh yeah, that's one right behind you over there, right? That is
Yeah.
so cool. We saw some people grilling last night. They call it braai. We're having a braai. Braai basically means barbecue.
And they always say shame. And
How do they say
in
it?
South Africa, they always say shame.
Like how do they say it though?
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
So here is the swimming pool coming up. It's massive when you'll see it.
Massive, and it's hot springs, so it's a hot pool.
Yeah.
So we're not sure how long we're gonna last in a hot pool with the hot sun in a hot desert. But I think it's gonna be nice. Maybe we'll have the whole pool to ourselves this morning.
Maybe.
Maybe. This is exactly what we needed, because although it sounds so glamorous and exciting to travel, okay you guys, it is a lot of work, because when we travel it's not like you go to like the Club Med and relax for a week. We go in and out of places, we're always moving around, we're always sightseeing, and we never know where we're gonna go next. So it's kind of like piecing it together like a puzzle every single day, which requires a lot of faith, because you just have to have the faith that everything's just gonna work out. And honestly, I don't know that there's many people, I've met travelers who do that, but there's not many who just kind of go with the flow and flow through Africa like we've been doing. But so far it's been amazing. We take it day by day by day, and we just go, and then we find out where we're going to go to next, and then we go again, and then we find out where we're going to go next. But it sometimes can be stressful. So these little breaks in these little oases are just amazing and just what we need. So this is it. This is the hot springs.
It's big.
And we have the whole pool to ourselves this morning. And then we have some really nice shaded areas here where we're going to be able to sit, catch up on our reading, and relax. So nice, Chloe?
Any other girl that I could find. When you look me in the eyes, I knew that this was right. You're a
Look what we found. Look at
Did
this.
we take our stuff inside off of our balconies?
I think so.
and there's more than meets the eye. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. I was the one to judge. You said you've had enough and that you really wanna be.
So what's really cool is, number one is we met somebody from Geneva, but we're gonna get the tour of how these campers work. So basically you're driving a 4x4, then you can flip up these tents up above, and then inside you get a whole bunch of space to put all your stuff. It doesn't take long to put up the tents, he said, but what takes a long time is taking them all down. Ah, so you get like a little kitchenette almost,
Yep.
right? Very cool. So here you can put, you've got your little cups.
Yeah.
And it comes with a fridge too, or no?
Yeah, the fridge is here.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a portable little fridge. And so this makes camping in style when you're going through
Yes, style.
African countries. Let me show it from this angle. So it sleeps 4 people, right? You can easily put 2 and then 2. And then you're protected from the animals, I guess, as well at night.
That's right.
Pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same.
So we're entering in to go see the Fish Canyon. And just for all of you guys who are visiting, most of you always carry cash, but they have no ATMs, no debit card machines, so you have to pay with cash. So just FYI. And we'll see what it's all about. What's it like, girls?
Big.
Really big?
Let's see. There's water over there.
Oh yeah, there's still a little bit of water down there.
Red water.
On those information sheets down below that we were reading, those panels, it was saying that some of the rocks have art, like from 28,000 years ago. So there's people here that many years ago drawing art on the rocks, which is unbelievable. So here in Fish Canyon, you can actually do a hiking trip. So it goes for 5 days, 4 nights, and you literally start here and then you walk I don't know how many kilometers away. Is it only 80? Really? I actually read 80 kilometers. And you end up after that back in the hot springs in Ais Ais. So it would be a nice walk. We read that there are, it's a desert, right? So there are scorpions. And
When you sleep, yeah, you'll be careful.
you'd have to be careful. But so for those who are adventurous, that might be something you might want to do. Are in the back reading, and we are right now on our way to Windhoek. So we left Ais Ais and spent one night in a town called Keepmanshoop, and so we stayed there the night, and now we're going direction north to Windhoek, where we're going to spend a couple nights there, and then from there we're going to hit the road again and go even more north into direction, I guess, towards the north, and then over eastwards towards Victoria Falls. So we're right now in the middle of a Namibian desert driving up towards Windhoek, and the girls want to show you what we just found.
So right now we are at the
Latitude line.
the Tropic of Capricorn.
What that means is what, Julia?
It's the southernmost point where the sun can be directly above.
Like above the earth, and then there's one in the north, so in between here is the equator line, and then in the north is called what?
Tropic of Cancer.
And that's the northern line where the sun could be directly above the earth at one point in the year. So this is a pretty cool line to be standing on right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel any different though, but it's cool.
And it's hot.
And it's hot. We are so hot. So this morning, the girls and I decided to go to a church service, and Tyler went around and took some lovely pictures of the city and such while we did that. And when we picked him up, something really bad happened. So he was right in front of this lovely church, and he got robbed. Somebody came and robbed what was out of his pockets and literally just took it out of his pockets. And he challenged him back a bit and said, like, I need the rest of the stuff. And the guy put the money in his mouth and closed his mouth, and off he went. So that was really weird. And at least he didn't take his phone or his camera. So first time being robbed here in Namibia out of all of our travels throughout Africa so far. Could have been worse. This church here is right in a roundabout, and it's basically called
Christchurch.
yeah, it's like got a German name. It's the Christ Church. It's got a pretty little look and feel. To me, it looks like a gingerbread house church.
And so this behind me is their parliament buildings.
And then over here in the distance is a museum. That's kind of a cool building there. So it's all in this round little square. So I was told that Namibia is getting money from countries like Cuba, China, North Korea. And when asked why, it's because they have uranium. So it's pretty crazy. So this statue is of this Dr. San Nujoma, who is the founding father of the Namibian nation. And here he is in front of their museum. And up top there you can go to a restaurant and have a nice view of the city if you wanted to too while you're here. So this is the view from up here. And you can see all of Windhoek below. There's a little church. You kind of see it's like a small city, but that's sprawled out. So this is the Parliament building here, and this is the view from up above, just so you can see it. There we go.
Here they speak 13 different languages in Namibia.
English is their primary, right? And then second would be Afrikaans, and then they have all the other languages. That's a lot of languages from one country, isn't it? And there's only 2 million people that live here. Here they have traditional fruit from the area. So they've got like these seeds here. I've tasted some. We're not sure what all of these are. But this is here from like the morinda leaves or fruit, whatever it is, morinda. And they take this for everything. So if you have a headache or anything like that, you just take that, eat it, and makes it better. This here, I don't know if you can see it. These are mobani worms. So these are actually worms. They're dried up, and they eat this with canned fish. So apparently it's also very good. Around the world, vegetarians are starting to eat more insects for protein, which is, in these countries, they've been doing it, I guess, probably for hundreds of years already. And then, I don't know what these fruits are, but they're all...
These are palm fruits.
Oh, palm fruits. These come from a palm tree. Right. Cool. They're pretty heavy. These ones, I don't know what they are, but they look like little berries. Same with those.
These ones are like the same.
Yeah, so interesting. So they have this little display of all the different fruits up here. So if you guys want to come up here, it's called Nim's Restaurant. It's on the 4th floor, and this is what it is like inside. I'm right now in the Spar store, which is Super Spar. This is like their grocery stores. And you can see here the alcohol section of the grocery store is blocked off. And what this sign says behind me says that the sale of alcohol is strictly prohibited on public holidays and Sundays. So on Sundays you can't buy any alcohol. I'm not sure if it's like countrywide, but I'm guessing so. So that's kind of different. Okay, go ahead.
And then are the number one beside? Also texture.
It's not a cool texture.
Like a cool design.
So I like it. It's very nice. This is Mommy and Daddy's room. That's so neat. Nice.
Did you already see it?
Let's see that here. Well, let's go discover this here. So Elizabeth here is going to show you, Chloe, how to do the handshake. This is how you greet. You go down, down,
And
like this. Oh yeah, you do it 3 times?
yes. 1, 2. Right. When you close, it's either giving something to an elder or taking something from an elder.
Okay. On the breakfast menu, they have it by country. So it starts with Namibian, and then Namibian one has 2 fried, scrambled, boiled, or poached eggs. Then they have bacon, game sausage, and then it comes with fried mushrooms, onions, and peppers with toast. And then the English, they have an English breakfast, which is pretty much the same, except for they don't have the fried mushrooms, onions, and peppers. Then they have an Italian breakfast, which is fried eggs on toast with fresh basil and mozzarella cheese. That's what you're having, right, Julia? And then they have the Canadian one. And they have mini pancakes served with maple syrup, bananas, and mixed berries. The French is 2 slices of French toast served with with honey and grated cheese. That's different. French toast with grated cheese. Then the Scottish is porridge with brown sugar. And then they put malt scotch on the side. And then they have an international one, which is just omelets. And inside the omelets, you have your cheese, tomato, ham, onion, green peppers, and mushrooms. So there you go.
I got the Italian breakfast, which is basil, eggs, and mozzarella bread.
Yummy, like a pesto. This is the Namibian breakfast. Over here we've got the, also Namibian. So we just had a really nice day here in Windhoek at the Olive Grove guest house. It was beautiful. It had the most amazing breakfast. And now we are heading the road for about a 3.5-hour drive towards sand dunes at the beach area and an area where there's many, many activities. So we're going to go discover that area right now. And one thing I just found out, which is silly because we've been paying like this premium price for data, and I just found out what the locals do is there's like a message that you can message via SMS, and instead of paying like $10 for 1 gigabyte, it's only 3. So I didn't know this. We were buying only only data, and so we would recharge that way. But if you buy like for basically $3, you get WhatsApp, airtime, and SMSs and data. So it works out a lot better, and we just didn't know. So it's a shame because like we've just spent so much because we had to upload all the videos and pictures and everything, and it is what it is. So we just learned the hard way. So if you're watching, ask the locals how to charge up your phones when you get here. So this is in Namibia. I'm not sure if in South Africa they would have the same kind of packages and bundles, but for Namibia specifically, just ask the locals what they do to get the data on their phones.
Mm-hmm.